maybe you haven't achieved the goals that you set, but you've achieved something else. And it could be a small thing. It could be coming to a podcast. It could be someone coming to you and say thank you for something minor that you haven't even noticed the change. You didn't know you impacted them. The people who are meant to come will come anyways because people talk. I invite everyone. It's free. It's open. Who is meant to hear about it will hear about it and come.
And you're hearing it right now.
Exactly. Through different ways like that, podcasts or networking.
Yes.
And if someone is not for this environment, that's okay. They'll find their own environment,
Yes.
their own group. You are hearing yourself. Because when you hear yourself in your own mind, it's different. That voice is different from the voice that you articulate.
Yes.
See, just like you said earlier about the energy, people just want to come to you. And maybe because of that, I saw that they want to come to me. So I said, why not have this as a regular thing? Look at me, I've done it. So that's how you actually reinforce that new learning, by doing something small. And then obviously tomorrow, maybe you'll not need to do that actually. That, sometimes we say, I want to learn Arabic. Being more present, being with the person that we are,
yes,
being in that meeting where we want to be, and not thinking about the outcome. Though you have an intention already when you come to that meeting for a positive outcome, of course, I always suggest that. However, not thinking about what you're gonna say next.
Hi everyone and welcome to Unleash. I cannot tell you how excited, thrilled, and over the moon to have an extremely enticing, inspiring guest with me. You know, we have been trying to schedule a podcast, but with her super busy schedule and her doing such amazing, phenomenal works, I have finally got hold of my very special guest, Anastasia. How are you today?
I'm amazing. Thank you so much for inviting me, and I'm so happy that we finally made it.
We finally made the magic happen.
Yes.
And we are going to be learning some amazing things from this podcast because Anastasia is a super talented individual with high corporate experience from doing trainings and development, from different modalities of having a life coaching facilities, and she has a beautiful community of getting beautiful people together under one platform. But I would want Anastasia to introduce herself.
You already started. Thank you so much. It's a lovely introduction. As you mentioned, I do work in the corporate world. I do trainings, soft skills training, leadership trainings for salespeople mainly. And I also coach people. I do public speaking coaching and life coaching. And you already mentioned using different modalities, NLP, energy techniques, and everything I learn, and I'm a continuous learner, I'm trying my best to put together everything and as much as possible assist and help others to transform, getting better and living better, because that's what I believe all of us want, to have a better life.
You know, I just somehow feel, Anastasia, that all of us are so busy, especially in the UAE and in Dubai, people coming from all different nationalities with over 150, and just self-serving themselves. And it's never enough, you know? So how did you, first of all, come into the industry of training and development? How did it entice you to enter this world and then move forward?
I believe it started with me going for to a lot of trainings, first of all, and learning and getting passionate about learning even more. And then slowly, I was assisting other trainers. And I realized that I actually like delivering training. So I started with small workshops for the public, and then I went and I got the certification, train the trainer, then I got coaching certifications, and more I was doing that, helping others, I realized that I can do that by myself. And I left my previous job just 3 years back, more than 3 years back, which was a cabin crew. So I used to fly, and when I used to fly, I was getting all the certifications, attending lots of trainings, basically getting into that more and more,
Of course,
learning, and the
yes.
passion started becoming a profession. And then I decided, okay, I will leave. And then I was freelancing as a corporate training, working and collaborating with different training centers in Dubai. And then the chance came and the opportunity that I actually started a full-time job in real estate, however, as a trainer manager.
Wow, so you did not tell me that you've traveled around the world as well.
I did that, yes.
Because that is just reflecting in your personality.
Yes, it helped me a lot. That job basically built the fundamentals that is helping me now. Obviously, dealing with people on board in a not very easy environment, right? With pressure, with stress, that helped me, I believe, a lot by understanding them, being more empathetic, listening more, and assisting them in any kind of situation. And also that we are in the Middle East, obviously flying to different countries and meeting so many cultures, so many
Absolutely,
nationalities,
yes.
and being able to interact with different people from around the world, that is helping me also now in my coaching or in training as well.
Wow, because I want to ask you this very important question. Like, what drives you today in your work as a coach and an LLD trainer? And what's the biggest mission?
What drives me the most is seeing people transforming.
Yes.
And because whatever I learn, I apply to myself, and I see the transformation and the change, then I'm trying my best to deliver that to my coaches, to my trainees, and I see the impact. When I see the impact, they come back to me and tell me the feedback, and it could be a very slight change, Samira. You know that sometimes the slight changes, the shifts that are happening today will impact us maybe after 1 year.
Yes.
But when they got back to me and tell me that, oh, remember when you told me that, and I took it and now I see the result, and that's what shifted, that's what drives me even more.
Don't you feel amazing? What do you feel are the common issues, like training so many people, that you find is in lack, which you want to make into abundance?
Good question. What came first to my mind, maybe it's something else, maybe tomorrow I'll answer to you something else, but now what came to my mind was presence. I think all of us could use being more present, being with the person that we are,
Yes.
being in that meeting where we want to be, and not thinking about the outcome, though you have an intention already when you come to that meeting for a positive outcome, of course, I always suggest that. However, not thinking about what you're gonna say next. That's why we're not preparing ahead of time what we're gonna talk about, right? It's just feeling the moment, and whatever comes out, that's the best that should come out in this moment.
I love it because I think this is the biggest challenge. You cannot sit with yourself, by yourself,
Exactly.
without your phone, without the distractions, without the mind ruminating about countless things and being disorganized mentally.
Exactly, and I see that especially that I work a lot with salespeople, and salespeople have a very challenging job. Lots of people messaging them, calling them, so they have to be there answering, because the response rate will actually impact obviously the sales. So they have to answer, but at the same time, all this leads them to not being able to sit with themselves, as you said, when they actually need it. When you need to take a decision, how do you take that decision? By being distracted, or actually sitting and thinking and feeling it maybe? And when you have all those things happening around you, distracting you, you can't really take even 1 minute. We see that the addiction of maybe the message is not coming from that phone, but you are still looking at that phone. So this is a very big sign that you're not able to sit with yourself quietly. Yeah. So basically developing maybe mindfulness, just starting with that. So that's one big thing that I think it's lacking in the corporate world, in any kind of field.
Even because you are interacting with so many salespeople, with real estate people, right? And this is the biggest challenge, I think.
Yes, I
them
see it.
with the burnout.
Especially when, okay, learning, for example, they are in the training. If they can't sit for that 1 hour, 2 hours, really focused, they won't get the best out of it, right? Or if they sit with that client and they just focus only on the biggest important things, numbers, for example, or some kind of needs and wants, but they don't listen to the undersurface things, the emotional side of when the person talks to them, they wouldn't be able to grasp actually...
And close the deal.
And close the deal. What exactly is the client saying? Is it he's saying only the numbers, the features, the amenities?
Or just words.
Is there something else that they're not catching? So if you're not being present, fully listening, active listening, then you wouldn't grasp that, and obviously that will impact your sale in a worse way. So yeah, being present.
There is so much learning in this talk. What you have highlighted, it is so pivotal. It is like a dire need of anybody, because I think most of the money, most of the success, even you being as an entrepreneur, or sales and interaction with the people, it is so like, it's literally like what can leverage you from like a 4 to a 6 to a 7 to an 8-figure success.
Yes.
And them not understanding the basics, or having someone like you as a facilitator to bring that mind switch, right?
And you've spoken with lots of coaching, you have experience in that, so you know that if having someone who is helping you, assisting you, basically seeing you 360 degrees, then that would help you to understand where you actually need to work on. Because if you can't sit by yourself and reflect,
Yes.
you wouldn't be able to actually pick up on what do you actually need to work on, what's that quality or that skill. Maybe you already have it, but you just dismissed it because of all these distractions. Maybe you just need to uncover it again, and a coach can help you with that, or maybe even a friend can do that if you actually listen to what they're saying.
But see, this is the biggest misconception, and it's like at still infancy stage of the importance of the awareness of this mentorship that you are providing, which can be the game changer. Because being in a super competitive place of UAE, if you don't have these strategies under your belt and the ammunition, right?
Exactly. And I've noticed that many salespeople obviously look up to the top performers, and that's amazing. You want to model them, you want to copy, let's say, things that they are doing, and that's great. And sometimes these top performers, they actually do have mentors, they do have coaches, but they don't talk about it.
Yes.
And the salesperson that is still aspiring to be a top performer, they wouldn't know that actually that person also is working with someone, because you can't do everything by yourself. We do it together with people. So maybe the top performers should also talk about it. Yeah, we know successful.
Why will they share their secret sauces?
Why not?
The mindset, the lack of
exactly. I feel bad actually when someone successful doesn't share their secrets, because actually if we make everyone more successful, if we are helping each other more, then you'll also become more successful, right? Because there's no limit to that success as well.
You have opened up a very important subject, because the mindset of scarcity and how people can understand that if you lift each other up, if you introduce, or even if you are the leader and you have your employees and you can empower them, you're gonna probably hide or hold back pivotal information and keep it inside and not share it. I mean, I'm in the middle of my book, and one of the main things I love to say is, why would you stop driving your Ferrari with the wind fly on the windshield? Or, I mean, we need to know that, like, don't stop, first of all, growing, and don't stop helping others.
Of course, and there's no limit to growing, of course. We keep changing ourselves, right? The person you are today, for sure, is totally different from the person you were 10 years. And it's a cycle, it's a life cycle to change, to transform, just like the snakes. In the nature, everything is transforming. The snake is leaving its old skin every season, renewing a new one, right? So you have to let go of some things, unlearn some things, and then get something new, because if something new is in conflict with something old, you'll never actually integrate that. So you have to let go. That's where the process of change, transformation keeps happening every single time, maybe every year, maybe every 5, depends on each one of us. We all have our own path. And successful people are successful because they are changing.
Yes. And that drive to change yourself. How can you expect to have a different big jackpot or lottery by doing the same things?
Exactly.
Anastasia, what advice would you give to people who have never been exposed to NLP and your teachings? Like, what transformations are they ready to be receiving from you and your modalities?
That's a difficult one, because I think we're all so different and we would need different things. So obviously sitting with yourself again, being able to do that and reflecting, because you can be your best healer, you can be your best coach, your best mentor if you get the awareness. Of course, always someone can help you. I also don't like when people go to the extreme, to the other extreme, when they're always constantly mentored by someone, coached by someone. Then you kind of develop the copycat, but also you're not anymore self-reliant. So you always rely on someone. That's also not effective in my opinion. So you always go for advice. You don't have the capabilities of taking your own decisions. So it's having this balance and this spectrum, being really self-aware. Do I need someone now? I'm okay by myself, or now? It's not easy to have that awareness, of course. And then sitting with yourself and realizing, okay, it's the simplest thing. What are my weaknesses? What are my strengths? That's it. If someone gave me constantly the same remark, the same comment, maybe it is indeed something that I need to work on, right? Or indeed getting someone's help, doing a test, an awareness test, a skills personality test, and understanding where are your weaknesses, and just start from there, from just one small thing. Or if you're not able to do that, okay, what do you want? We all want something, right? We all desire something. That's why I love now at the end of the year, we're setting goals for the next year.
Yes.
So now at work, I also do these goal setting workshops. And the thing that I always say there, obviously you want something that you haven't achieved before, most probably.
Yes.
Or maybe you want again something you've done before. But if there is something that you want that you haven't achieved before, most probably you need to do something that you haven't done before. So in order to do that thing, pushing yourself, you need to kind of adopt. Maybe it's a new habit, maybe it's a new skill, maybe it's a new quality, because you are becoming someone else. So that person that you are becoming, what does it require? So look at that. Maybe it's time management. Maybe it's learning a new skill, as simple as that. Maybe it's being more resilient. Maybe it's being more mindful. What is that? Maybe more punctual, because we all need that in Dubai especially.
Oh, yes.
Look at that and then just start with that one simple thing. Develop that one point and then move on. Don't jump over the fence in one go, because you'll hurt yourself, you'll fall.
Yes.
Most probably you'll get disappointed because you wanted everything at once. And I don't think it's
like they
kind
say, in order
possible.
to take a big leap, take baby steps.
Exactly, definitely.
So it doesn't overwhelm you. And also, I love this, that in order to expect and achieve phenomenal, you need to go to the uncertain, unknown path, right? And if you are having the same mentor, you're having the same people you wake up to every day, how are you expecting unexpected changes?
Of course, yeah. Changing your environment, and maybe sometimes,
Yes.
I heard it recently, actually, it's a good reminder that you might have all the skills and all the strengths and all the mindset that you need, the super good beliefs and everything, but if you are in the wrong environment,
wow,
what's gonna happen? Yeah, most probably you'll get stuck there. So obviously you need to change the environment.
Absolutely.
Just check who is in the room. Are you at their level? If you are at their level, maybe you need to change the room, right? Because you want to be dealing and be surrounded with people who are better than you. That's how you learn. That's how you push yourself. And if you are the best in that room, are you doing it for the reason that you just wanna see yourself as the best? Okay, maybe for one instance or two, to get that good feeling, to be proud of yourself.
Massaging your ego.
Exactly, a little bit. That's the ego is there for a reason.
But it's not for you.
But not for too long also. That means you're gonna get back to the same level as the other people, so change the room.
Amazing. what are the actionable tools that you're equipping everyone with? I mean, this is an interesting question I wanted to ask. Like how we often say that learning only matters when it becomes action.
So if you read a book, what did you do after reading that book?
Nothing.
Oh,
Mostly.
I like this book. People just talk about it. I read this amazing book, let's say Atomic Habits, one of my favorite books actually. What did you do? Oh, did you change any habit? No. So you got entertained by reading. That's good.
Like a Netflix movie?
Yeah, like a Netflix movie. You relaxed for 1 hour and a half, but then did you do something after? At least maybe share with someone. Because maybe that other person will do, at least you'll get some karma points in your basket.
I love that.
You did something, but what did you do for yourself? Is it only enjoying that moment, or did you take something good out of it?
Yes.
So action could be as simple as drinking more water or giving up on 1 coffee per day if you're drinking 4 or 5.
How can I drink
Exactly.
give up the coffee?
It's anything as simple as just being more hydrated or sleeping more or waking up in the morning and doing that 5 minutes of breath work. That's something I suggest. Or listening to your favorite song in the car. What's that one small step that will take you eventually to that bigger result? It doesn't have to be, again, jumping over the fence. And because we see it, I decide today to sign up for this course, or I decide to sign up for gym membership.
Like the New Year resolution.
Exactly, going 5 times a week to gym. No, just go once, start with 1, or go 10 minutes more and do that walk on the beach or that gym exercise just for 10 minutes extra. Actions, meaning do small things. In my trainings, I always leave them with an action plan. And again, I always suggest them to take that small actions they can do today.
Yes, not tomorrow, today.
Not tomorrow. Like, if I learn today something from you, I want to do it today. That's how we rewire our brain. That's how we're telling our brain that it's doable, the change, it's possible. Look at me, I've done it. So that's how you actually reinforce that new learning, by doing something small. And then obviously tomorrow, maybe you'll not need to do that actually. That, sometimes we say, I want to learn Arabic, which many people keep saying in Dubai.
I want to, having lived in the Middle East all my life, and still not able to speak eloquently.
Exactly, same here. Why? Because we don't really need it. So it's nice if we do it, but we don't really need it. So if I start doing it and I realize that I don't really need it or I don't want it so much, then I'll just stop doing it.
Yes.
So realizing if I really need it and want it so much, then I'll continue doing. If not, okay, give up on it. Or maybe you haven't done it enough time to change it, to see the real impact of that action.
Absolutely. Anastasia, have you felt yourself changing from the old version to the updated version?
Definitely. If not daily, then for sure regularly. And I've developed my self-awareness big time in the past few years. And I think by having this job, actually, it helps me the most. Here I'm being selfish.
It's the best job
in
the world.
Because I don't need to go maybe so much to coaching, though I have my coach, I have my mentors. The people I work with, I learn so much from. And by teaching others, I realize so much. And most probably you've heard that before. Whenever you are coaching a client, you are getting an insight for sure, because that client came to you either because you've gone through something that they need help with and you are able to help them, or there is something that will come out for yourself to heal, to learn, to understand about yourself. And isn't this amazing, basically? So I learn while coaching, while training.
Did you have
definitely.
a mentor? Or you have many mentors?
Of course, I have many mentors. I have a coach, and I keep learning and keep developing myself, because how can I help someone to transform if I'm not going through the process? And again, it doesn't have to be on a daily basis. Whenever I feel the need, I have the awareness, or maybe I have now friends that are maybe aware and they maybe suggest me, and giving me that clue that, listen, it's time. It's time we get some help, maybe. Yeah, it could be that.
Having your tribe, having those people who genuinely care about you and can see you from an angle, because many times we don't see ourselves of how we are coming across. So because you coach a lot of people on public speaking and confidence, which I think is the main drive. What common fears do you see in them, and how do you help people overcome?
Normally, the most common fear in public speaking is fear of rejection, or the fear of not being liked. The fear of this camera, that it will record and keep in the memory forever how we moved, how we spoke, and so on. And what I always say here, we just need to shift the focus from what people think about us and how we look, what we say. Shift the focus to what am I here to deliver? What's the message? If I have a valuable message, then I focus on that message. What I'm gonna bring to their lives, basically. Now, if I just focus on that, my nervousness will lower.
Beautiful.
I'm not gonna say that it's gonna forever be removed and be gone, but it will just lower, because I'm not thinking about how they look. I will always focus, what's that information, what's that piece of advice maybe, or maybe I'll just pronounce one single word that that person will take today. But I'll be able to do that when I am so present, being in myself, in my body, in my awareness, but also being focused on my audience, not on what they think about me. Because you can't control what they think about you.
Yes.
You can't go into their minds, right? And that's okay. And it takes time. It takes lots of practice, of course. And I was someone who was super shy.
Really?
Very shy. No. I wouldn't be able to go to groups of people and mingle and network. I had to push myself and get out of my comfort zone big time years back. And then now when I go to a networking event, I could be the one that is proactive and starts the conversation in a group. I am the one that now is hosting events.
Yes.
And I am now teaching someone how to be confident and speaking on the stage, though maybe 7-8 years back, I would be the one who'd be hiding and like, please don't look at me, please don't ask me anything, I don't want to talk to anyone. So obviously it took me some time. And I have to be honest, I'm vulnerable here. There are still times when I feel nervous. That's why I said the nervousness lowers, but never disappears, because actually I take nervousness as a sign. This is important to me, that's why I feel nervous. These people are important here for me, so obviously I want to deliver my best. That's why I feel nervous. But how do I control or manage, I would say not even control, manage that nervousness? That's something I learned, and that's something I am teaching in public speaking coaching.
Gorgeous. That is just so amazing. And also, thank you for sharing your telling everyone that you were also not born like the way you are, because you were shy and you transitioned. And I have to share that you have a magnetic personality in a way that people want to come back to you. People want to get that positive energy, because you see, I feel that, you need to have your cup full and it should be overflowing. And that is when the people will come to you like honeycomb, bees come to. So it's so vital that all of us should try to find and identify where are we lacking to switch it, right? We are not animals or who are just born that way. We adapt, we change, we grow, we upgrade. Anastasia, tell me, how did you come and develop this beautiful community? I loved it. I just want you to, because you don't believe how much it is of service and value to others.
I think See, just like you said earlier about the energy, people just want to come to you. And maybe because of that, I saw that they want to come to me. So I said, why not have this as a regular thing? The idea behind Sharing is Caring, that's the name of the community, came, it's more than 2.5 years before. Now I don't remember anymore. I just came up with the idea. Why not do something, gather a group of people and talk about life topics? Because that's something I do talk with my friends, but I know that not everyone has a group of friends where they can share every single thing, an open heart, an open mind about the depths of life topics. And I said one day, why not do that? I gathered a few people. I just sent to my network the message. I had, I think, 8-9 people that first time. And I said, let me call it Sharing is Caring, because we're just sharing our ideas, our thoughts, our beliefs, our perceptions about different kind of things. I don't remember anymore what was the first topic. I need to check it out. But then people loved it, and I said, let's do it again. So it started as a twice-a-month event, and then I got really busy with work, and now it's only once a month. And every time we just talk about different things. Last month. What did we talk about? I already forgot. It's like so many topics, and we get diverted sometimes. We get back. My community is suggesting those topics, sometimes what they want. Sometimes I come with, I remembered now what was the topic, because last month my family came here. Actually, they visited, and I actually wanted them to be present at the event. So we spoke about family. The topic sounded something like, friends, can they be the second family or something as such?
Beautiful. And that's
so
what we need in
that.
the UAE.
And the UAE, especially that we have so many single people, and people move here without their families. So the community started with that idea.
Men and women.
Men and women, anyone is welcomed. It's a free event. The idea behind is just for us to open up a little bit our consciousness. And I've noticed that so many people are limited in their views. And by listening to someone else talking about the same topic, but having totally different opinion than you might have this like, And I see it in the facial expressions of the people who are coming. It's like, what are you talking about? But then just by listening, and I always start with the fact, listen carefully, attentively. We're not here to judge. We're not here to change anyone's point of view. We're just here to share. And when you listen with such conviction, someone else talking about the same, you'll be like, and maybe another person will be on the same page. You'll be like, okay, maybe what I've believed till now is not. And it's not about wrong or right. It's about not as true for myself even. Because maybe that stopped me from expanding, accepting others, not having so many conflicts with others. Because so many times we fight and argue just because we have different points of view, right? So by being aware that that other person is different, and we are aware of that, however, not so much consciously every single day. So that kind of event brings up that awareness, the accepting of others, and also puts you in the moment where you actually develop expressing yourself better, because I'm asking questions. So the format is very open. I'm having some activities to begin with, understanding where is this topic coming from, what's the definition of something, one or the other key points in that. Are we on the same page or not? And then let's move to questions. And the questions are not here to understand our knowledge on topics. It's just, what do you think about this or that? And challenging our own mind. Maybe sometimes would have debates even. And I'll on purpose put people who are
in the spotlight.
In the spotlight, you believe this? Okay, now you debate on the contrary. Bring me arguments why it's the opposite of what you believe. So in that way, you also start expressing yourself better. And while you put your thoughts into sentences and you speak them out loud, you'll be actually like, you are hearing yourself. Because when you hear yourself in your own mind, it's different. That voice is different from the voice that you articulate.
Yes.
It's like when you're writing down,
100 times yes.
you're realizing that, oh wait, what am I talking about? It's
I
not
know,
really.
and it could be false, right? It could be
Exactly.
misinterpreted.
So small aha moments that are happening.
There's the brain switch.
If a brain
There's a mindset
switch,
shift.
exactly. And I have people coming regularly. These people don't need a coach. They don't need a mentor, because the shifts are coming when they're listening to others and when they're just expressing themselves. That's why I love this community.
I think it's a beautiful, safe space.
It is
You're
a
not being
safe
judged.
space. Exactly. That's what we encourage. If I see someone that they're like trying so much to overpower someone, I stop it. I always give chance to everyone to speak about it, to comment. However, there is also this barrier, because we're not here to judge, we're just listening and sharing. That's why it's called sharing is caring. And by you sharing something, you care for the other person, that they will take some value from that. There's no limitations to age. We had people 20 years old, we had people 60 years old, from all around the world, because we are here in Dubai, of course. And women, men, different types of taboo topics maybe at times. And I love the fact that we do have coaches also coming, and obviously with the way they ask questions, it's gonna impact so much the other people's thoughts. And I just love how people grow in that. It's not for everyone, I have to admit. There's so many people who come once and they don't come back again.
I mean, you can't have everyone happy.
And I'm fine actually with small group. I many times had these questions: are you gonna make it bigger? Are you gonna promote it a lot or make ads and so on? I think the people who are meant to come will come anyways, because people talk. I invite everyone. It's free. It's open. Who is meant to hear about it will hear about it and come.
And you're hearing it right now.
Exactly, through different ways like that, podcasts or networking.
Yes.
And if someone is not for this environment, that's okay. They'll find their own environment, their own group, and we have plenty in Dubai.
Beautiful.
So it's okay, they can choose from.
I am falling in love with your purpose and intention behind
it's
this
basically giving back
phenomenal,
as well.
Yes,
giving back to the society, let's say. Yes.
Is there anything else in the end you would like to share with the audience, Anastasia? As we're closing down 2025, people coming with their new resolution, what is the advice you want to share with them?
Being more grateful, appreciate what they have first. So because we are now at the end of the year, most probably everyone sits and writes down their goals. Start with being grateful for what you have already, and reflect on the last 1 year, what you've done, because you've done a lot. Maybe you haven't achieved the goals that you set, but you've achieved something else, and it could be a small thing. It could be coming to a podcast. It could be someone coming to you and say thank you for something minor that you haven't even noticed the change. You didn't know you impacted them. And then setting those goals and aligning those goals with the value and your bigger purpose and your bigger mission.
And pure intention.
Pure intentions. If you have goals about money, obviously we need that too. We are living in a materialistic...
It is so important.
It is important.
People don't talk enough about it.
It is important. I have my financial goals, and at the same time, what do I want to achieve maybe with this community, or what do I want to teach others and so on? Where do I want to grow? I just signed up last week for a 1-year community. I will not say who, I'll share later in my Instagram the learnings that I'm getting.
Come to her event and you will find out.
And you'll find out, because obviously whatever I'm going to learn, I will pass it forward.
Yes.
Pass forward whatever you learn.
Yes.
Share with people.
Don't hold it with you.
Don't hold it with you. There's abundance, and competition is not with others. I think competition is only with yourself, getting better, becoming that better version of yourself. And actually you are good now, you're good enough now, and that just doesn't stop you to become better. In the future. But appreciate what you have now. Look back, oh my God, wow, how much I've grown.
Yes.
Give yourself that tap on the back and appreciate yourself, because otherwise you can't go into I want more from the lack. Yeah. So from that point of growth and abundance with what you already have, then I think energetically you're...
I'm going to stop you. I want you to share your top 3 books that changed you, or you would recommend someone, like 5 books, or just share those, because I think you are a wealth of knowledge, and your alignment with the success of other people. I mean, you're so much like beautifully purposeful. So please,
thank you for
what
that.
are your book recommendations?
2 books, what we already spoke
Atomic
about. Atomic
Habits.
Habit, it changed me, and I do have habits that help me a lot to have a proper routine, basically. And the other one is now I am rereading. It's The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. That changed me a lot, though I just read it first time maybe a few months back, and now I'm rereading, because books that are really valuable, you have to read them again. And that's what I'm doing now. And just yesterday I suggested someone to read it. It's about who we are, what's the mind, and why are we here, basically.
Wow.
And there's a lot of information, and maybe I will do a workshop on that.
Absolutely.
Knowledge.
I think you should have
maybe
a book club
or a
on
book
a
club.
best book.
Yes, something as such, but there's a lot to share from that book also, yes.
And I cannot tell you how much I have learned sitting here with Anastasia today.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And how we need this beautiful, positive energy of gifted mentors, and to be surrounded by them, and to have someone be of service, like she said, to give something back, and making change, small change, but incremental change in people's life. Anastasia, I've had the most amazing morning,
so
Saturday, beautiful morning in Dubai in November, and entering 2026. Thank you, and let's have another episode soon.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be
when
here.
When are you inviting me to your community?
Next is on the 12th of December.
Oh, so you have it every Saturday?
Not 12th, 10th. Oh. It's on the 10th. It's every Wednesday, not every Wednesday, one Wednesday of the month. During a weekday, just because it's easier. Weekends, everyone is busy, so I'm inviting you, and I hope you can make it. And thank you so much for doing this for us, and everyone to be able to learn from so many beautiful people that you are inviting here. And I am learning from you, having the capacity to manage a business, organizing events, doing a podcast, having a family, and so many other things. That's not easy, and I really appreciate for taking the time and doing this to me today. I appreciate it.
I'm so humbled by your beautiful appreciation. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
And if you want to get in touch with this beautiful celebrity in person, she has a very beautiful space. Sharing is caring. So please get in touch with Anastasia. If you missed the names of the books, you have to get in touch with her. Her social media handle is
Anastasia.Petrasco. You'll add it here, right?
Yes, I'm going to add it here. And please get in touch, and feel free to share your feedback on this wonderful episode. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you again, Anastasia.
Thank you.
Thank you all, and see you next time.